Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's Roommate, and I'm here today to play Control. That's right, I'm here to play some Beans Control in Timeless. Now, Beans has always been sort of a fringy archetype in the format. There really wasn't enough high CM, or not CMV, mana value cards to really get it off the ground, and especially with Show and Tell tapping out on turn 2 for up the beanstalk, just it wasn't that good. So today I'm playing Beans Control with the new Outlaws of Thunder Junction cards, and we'll see how it does. And so I think the first thing anyone's going to notice is this is a Yorion deck. I'm up at 80 cards. I think Outlaws of Thunder Junction gave enough redundancy that you actually kind of want to go up to 80 cards. So you have the redundancy, you have the threats, and you're going to draw a bunch of cards. So I'll go through sort of the main points of this deck. And so as it is, it's a Beans deck, so you actually need the 5 mana value or greater cards. So 2 Dig Through Times, just a good card. 2 Nexus of Fates. Now this is just a win condition that also prevents you from getting milled out. And not from a mill deck, but it just lets you kind of loop a couple extra turns at the end of the game to close it out. So it's kind of a win condition that also can draw you some cards with Beans. And then the big Outlaws of Thunder Junction card, Commandeer. This is a 0 mana card. You exile 2 blue cards from your hand. You gain control of target non-creature spell. So it's 0 mana interaction for Reanimate or Necropotence or Sorin or Fairies or Rings, and it's all this good stuff. So it's a really potent card, and I think it will be pretty good in this metagame. And obviously it triggers Beans, and it does require you to play a lot of blue cards, but as you see, that's basically the deck. And then the classic Leyline Binding, good with up the beanstalk, can be a 1 mana, kill something, draw a card. So that's pretty good. Lore Revealed, mana fixer, but also in the late game, it triggers the Beans. And then March of Otherworldly Light is a 1 mana removal spell that in the late game, you can trigger Beans with. So it's a okay in the early game, okay in the late game, but it can trigger Beans, and if you're killing something, drawing a card in the late game, you can really snowball advantage. So that's sort of the Beans package. Now, there are other threats in the deck. 4 the One Rings, 1 Palantir, 3 Uro, 3 Oko, and 2 Field of the Dead. Now, you are a mana drain deck, and I want something to use the mana drain mana for. And especially in this like grindy control deck, you want to develop a threat. You don't want to just let this mana go to waste. So that's why I'm on Palantir and the One Ring as just 2 mana. You mana drain something, you untap, you get a really cheap ring, really cheap Palantir, and then all of a sudden you have a legitimate threat on the board that can start taking over the game. Oro, life gain, resilient creature, ramp spell, good with Field of the Dead, good with all your interactive spells. So it's just classic beatdown card, value beatdown card. Oko is just a really tough threat to deal with. You plus it, you can easily eat 2 burn spells. So it's just a good card. Can take over games against creature decks, especially with your cheap interaction. Teferi, this is more of a test. I do like what Teferi does. Bouncing something, drawing a card's okay, but preventing your opponent from interacting with you at instant speed so you can jam the One Ring or Nexus of Fate or Beans, it is pretty strong. And then you're going to have your cheap interactive spells. I'll slide over so they're easier to read. Maybe. Okay. Swords of Plowshares, just the best removal spell in the format. 1 mana, exile anything, really strong. Brainstorm helps you get through your entire deck. Draw 3, put 2 on top, shuffle it away with your fetches. Spell Pierce, you just need enough blue cards, and this is a very good blue card. Don't underrate Spell Pierce. 4 mana drains, busted card, really powerful, helps you develop threats, and 2 counter spells. You just want to have a consistency of counter magic, so putting the 2 extra counter spells in your 80 card deck just adds consistency to always have counter spells. Mana base, you are a Field of the Dead mana base, but you do have 2 Hollow Fountains, 2 Breeding Pools, 2 Field of the Deads, and then a bunch of fetches to get your mana up and online. The Triomes to turn on Leyline Binding. And then sideboard, we have Pick Your Poisons. It's good against Vein Ripper, but it has other interactive pieces, so against a Blood Moon or something like that. So it also can hit One Ring. So it's just a very versatile removal spell that you can bring in on certain matchups. High Noon, this is the anti show and tell card. You know, your opponent shows and tells in, you put a High Noon in, they can't cast another spell this turn, and then you can hold up counter spells and sort of kind of try and lock them from winning, or find your own removal spell. Divine Purge, it's just 3 mana Wrath. Some matchups go really underneath you, and you just need to clear the board. I like my Piping Needle. I'm not playing a Piping Needle. It might not be right for this deck, being a 1-of in an 80 card deck, but I just like having it in some matchups. Sunset Revelry. Burn's actually a pretty tough matchup. You're kind of pretty slow against a burn deck, and the ring taxes your life. So having 3 Sunset Revelries to just stabilize, give yourself an extra turn is important. Test of Talents for the broken combo decks. And so I'm going to take this to my 3-match sets, and we'll see how Point Control does in Timeless. Welcome into round 1 against Nope. I am on Yorion Beans. So let's see how this deck does. This hand, I have a fetch, I have another fetch, and I have some interactive spells. So I'm going to keep. This hand's still pretty good. I got to turn 1, get Rogren Triome. Then turn 2, I got to hold up Swords plus a Lordwind Revealed or Brainstorm. Oh. That's the card I was going to go searching for. So that's fine. Third Gigantha with Polluted Delta. That makes me think Jund. Yeah, it's Jund, which is fine. I gotta hold up mana for Jarsoul. Yeah. I don't have a way to go get a Plains, but I can actually exile Blood Moon if they jam it. So we're just gonna play Polluted Delta just to get the 1 mana Leyline Binding online. I don't think they're just gonna jam a Blood Moon here. I can take one. One's fine. Yeah, Fables is a good card here. I'm gonna Brainstorm if I can hit a Spell Pierce. No. Do I want up the Beanstalk? I probably do want an up the Beanstalk here. But I don't want to play it this turn. I kind of want to just be Otherworldly Lighting. You know what? I'll get rid of the Beanstalk. Done. Let's go get the other Triome. This lets me hold up a second white mana. Nope. I am just going to counter or kill this so they cannot get the mana. It's 0. And let's hope they play something I can mana drain into Palantir next turn. That would be really powerful for me. I do go get another white source though. Yeah, they didn't discard any cards. this. They have a Blood Moon. I have 2 basic islands. Yeah, double polluted Delta is a little awkward because it doesn't let me get my basic planes. No, they just drew Gigantha. Okay. Ooh, that lets me go get my basic planes, but I'm just gonna jam Palantir here. So pass, intern, surveil. I like both, and I want to draw this Oko, so they can take one if they want. But I definitely want to try and get this to this Oko. Yep. Yeah, Minskinboo. That's fine. I gotta eat the Minskinboo.
Actually, fight all the fights.
Yep.
What?
I don't want to shuffle away this Oko, though I'm gonna have to kill the reflections next turn. Or I just hold up swords and get rid of the Goyf when they target it. But definitely playing Oko. Really to plus. And we're just gonna pass. Ooh. I'll take a dig through time. Maybe they mill and they spike 2 digs. Nope. Down to 4 though. Yeah, if they reflections the Goyf, I just get a swords it and double protect my Oko. I don't know if that's what they'll do, but Thoughtseize. Well, yeah, I just gotta make them miss on the Thoughtseize. Yep. They don't actually have a way to kill my Oko at the moment, which is pretty good. I don't think I will want 6 mana for anything, so I'm just gonna nah, I should get basics just in case. Yep, my Oko is not dead, neither am I. Unless I have a bolt. No. Oh man, that's really tough because of Bowmaster. Oh. Am I dead to Bowmaster no matter what? I am not dead to Bowmaster no matter what. If I keep this online, so... Just play that and go to my end step. And they have to respond with a Bowmaster. They don't have a Bowmaster. Well, I definitely want the Leyline by me, so... Yep. I'm kinda thinking that I just gain a bunch of life. Just gain 6 life. Puts them basically out of burn range. They went to combat, so there's no extra Minskinboo damage. This is why Oko's really strong. If this is just Gigantha, I'm feeling really good too. Yep. So they're tapped out, so I'm free to brainstorm and up the beanstalk and do whatever I want, basically. I don't want the field. Ooh, Nexus of Fate. That's a good spot to be next turn, I think. I want want to surveil. I don't want another Oko. I do want to leyline binding. Swords of Plowshares is a great draw. Okay, eat that. Put that on the battlefield.
It's not
In
good.
turn.
Trust me.
Oh, ring and counterspell. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what they got. Inquisition. Huh. Yeah, that resolves. I think they're trying to resolve a Minskimbu, but let's see. Yeah. Oh, does that put me dead? It does not. So I get a game life. Okay, that resolves. Take action.
Minsk and Boo at your service.
I don't have any use for the extra mana. Swords is good for next turn. So I will take a swords.
He will never win.
Yeah. Gain 3 life.
Too tiny. Bigger is always.
I don't think they have a bold.
Always better.
Do they have a burn spell? Because if not, they're just dead to the Nexus of Fate. Mana drain, huh? I think I'm actually gonna play it safe. Draw some extra card. Next.
Only you must be famished.
Obviously, finding another Nexus of Fate would be really strong. Well, in turn. Like, there's no way they're slow rolling. Definitely double bottom. Spell Pierce isn't it? Yeah, they have to have like fatal pushes, which is fine. Do I ever just hold up? No, I steal the reflections. That's what I do. Yeah, I Oko, I give them the food to take their reflections, and then when they go to combat with Minskimbu, or they activate Minskimbu, I swords this, I have 2 counter spells up. Brainstorm, eh? Okay. To start. Brainstorm's a strong card. I don't want the Spell Pierce. And obviously I want to find, like, oh, Oko is fantastic. Her Uro is fantastic. Yep, that puts me up on life. Yeah. I think this game's now over. I'm up to 4. I have an Uro coming next turn. Take the... I don't even have to shuffle this away yet.
What's mine is yours.
I can just hold
Yours
this
is
up. I have Commandeer, Mana Drain, and a Swords to Plowshares up for next turn, so don't think there's a way they can win. Minskimbu activating, I can kill this in response. mana drain. I get mana drain a play, and I can commandeer another play. So they have to make me draw a card too. They obviously can't risk taking 5. So this is a close game though. Yeah, end turn. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just take another counter spell in case I have to cast Commandeer. So, yep, that resolves.
We will stomp out evil.
I have a Swords to Plowshares. Okay. Their mints can
Stomp
do.
the evil
Yep, fail
right
push.
out of there.
One. Do I want to go get Island? Yeah, I'm not casting another one in the field. I have plenty of cards. So, just gonna Breeding Pool. Blooded Strand. Okay. Well, we're gonna start with an arrow. Gain some life. The graveyard doesn't matter with this deck. So, the only thing that cares about the graveyard is Dignitaries. Draw a card, and then free land. Yeah, their hand's just Fatal Pushes. Which is fine. I do want to draw fields. Somewhat soon, sure. Spell Pierce, put into play, interesting. I actually have enough cards in hand, and they're tapped low. I know they don't have a burn spell, so
Oh dear.
I am just gonna kill the Minsk. And then, yeah.
I need a strong potion
Yeah, just hold up.
and a soft bed.
I think this game's now officially over. Sure, you can Thoughtseize me. I expect a concession. Yeah. Okay, so against Jund. Pithing Needle? Pick your poison? Yeah, I think that's it. Not really a Teferi matchup. They're not going to be interacting over top of me. And I think I got a Spell Pierce. Because what I'm Spell Piercing is basically Minskindu or Blood Moon. And that's what these sideboard cards are for. So, yep, I'll keep. For our game 2 and round 1, it was a long one. Okay, so I have 2 lands, so I don't like that. But I do have Mana Drain, Oak, One Ring, Brainstorm. I'm gonna keep. Yeah, this hand's a little risky, but it is not weak to Inquisition, so that's a good thing. Pick your poison. That's actually really good to know about. Boy, sure. I really want to draw land, so I am just going to get a Archive. No. Hedge Mage? Yeah, Hedge Mage. Really want to make sure I draw lands. That is a land, and it can fetch out a basic, so that's really good. This is like 99% of the time going to just go get basic island. I just don't want to get cheesed by Blood Moon. Yep. Coming in with Blade. Yeah, that's definitely a Bowmaster, which is fine. That is an Oko. That's fine. Yeah, they definitely have a Bowmaster. They don't want me casting the Brainstorm. Do I go get planes? No, that's... Ooh. Yeah, I want to get my land drops. My turn. Yeah, we are just going to cycle this for an island. Do I ever just play an Oko? No, because they just get to kill it with the Bowmaster. Yeah, we are gonna brainstorm in response. Field swords, leyline parker. Pick your poison. One of them. Pick your poison. Field of the Dead. I'm not close to Field of the Dead, so that resolves. Just can go get basic planes. So I'm not super worried about Blood Moon. They jam a Minsk. Though I am just gonna Swords the Tarmogoyf and not take a bajillion damage, so. Really? Oh, another Bowmaster. Okay. Swords in there. I'm just gonna play. Do I play the One Ring? Nah, I'm dead on board. So. Yeah, the mana drains were too slow this game. Yeah, I got a draw. Oh, that second it's not doing anything. No. Yeah, I don't think I have an out. No, I'm just dead. Yeah. Alrighty. I mean, Pick Your Poison didn't look good that game, but I still think they're probably on Blood Moon, and I would have needed it to beat the Blood Moon, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep. And. What? I want Divine Purge instead. Or Sunset Riflery. You know what? We're gonna take an Orthing out and a One Ring out. Go up to Sunset. Is it Revelry or Divine Purges? No, it's Divine Purges. This is pretty good. It's a tempo play. And I just need to survive against this deck. Play first. Yep, this is a good hand to keep. Surveil. Brainstorm, keep. I don't really have a good play to mana drain. Yeah, Inquisition. I'm probably taking a Beans. Play a land, pass. See what they do. Death Ray Charm. Sure. Brainstorm. Fix my hand. Resolves. Kissing. Yeah. I go get Island Plains. Yeah. Then I can just Pippin Needle the Death Ray Shaman, which is pretty good. Island. Do I want to Brainstorm 2? It lets me shuffle 1 card away, and I kind of like my game, so yeah. I don't mind doing this now. Well, I know they're not going to Bull Master me. So, land, definitely going away. Do I want the Triumph, or do I want the blue-white untap source? I can't hold up double mana drain anyway, so I want the Triumph. Do this. I go get a basic Plains. I just named Death Ray Shaman. Hold up. Double mana drain or a commandeer. Death Ray Shaman. It's kind of like a removal spell. And let's see what they. Yep, I'm just gonna attack. Pithing Needle. It's just gonna be an Oko. That's fine. Of course, now that it's resolved, I'm just gonna. Oh, the One Ring. Oh, good thing I sided out some of those. Okay, pass. Yep, they kept the 2-lander, so see, I would be thrilled if they cast the spell. This actually lets me hold up double mana drain, so I can keep. Okay, they found a land. I'm still gonna get a Blood Moon. I basically counter whatever they play because I want to draw this. So, Jarsoul or Blood Moon. And I still have mana up. And Yorion lets me commandeer if they play a Minskin. So. Molten Collapse. Yeah. Veil of Summer. Okay. Counter. So I got a free Orion. Yes. My turn. Dig through time. That's actually a good draw. So I get a free Orion, and now I get to hold up Dig Through Time and Commandeer. So I'm very happy with where I'm at. Like to find a Beans plus like a Beans counterspell. That would be like the dream. So I can go Beans with Yorion and Commandeer and start drawing a bunch of cards. And I have a Swords for a Death or Orcish Bowmaster. It's a very slow match though. I got 16. You know, we go for about 16 minutes left. So it's been a long match for match 1. And they're not looking like they're gonna do anything. Yeah, I think they have a Minskin Brew in hand. That's my guess. Definitely want to dig through time. And I would probably dig through time, get rid of 5 cards. Because I am an Uro deck. Pass. Attacks. Yep. Clean. 2, 3. Okay. What do I find? Ooh, beans. Beans Divine Perch. No, I like beans Leyline Binding actually. Yeah, this sets me up really good for next turn. Songs. Kill that. That stinks a little bit, but blue card? Not a blue card. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm gonna discard 2 cards. I have the beans going now. And obviously beans Leyline Binding Yorion can take over games, so. Pass. Yeah, okay. Ooh, another dig through time. That's pretty strong. Okay, I'm just gonna pass. They're probably gonna Bowmaster. I want to kill the Bowmaster. Ooh, yeah. So this resolves. X equals 2, submit 0. Just kill that. Where's this? They have tokens. I can commandeer like a Minskin Brew. If they want to jam a Minskin Brew, I probably Leyline Binding and then commandeer, but they're not going to do that. What do they got? Goyf. Okay. Do they have another Bowmaster? That's a good question. Yeah. Just gonna dig the time. Okay. They do not have another Bowmaster. So I do want 1 mana Leyline Bindings, but I think it's Brainstorm. No. Brainstorm Swords to Plowshares. I have stuff I need to kill on their board. So let's just start with a Leyline Binding. Draw a card. Get rid of that. Second Leyline Binding. Get rid of that. Brainstorm. No, I'll keep it on fetch. And then I gotta play this. I get a token. And yeah, I'm really happy with where I'm at now. I get to steal a Minskin Boo while holding mana up. Like, oof. Maybe I was supposed to just keep this in my hand because of Commandeer. But, yep, now they can't attack. I have Commandeer and Swords to Plowshares up. I still have a Brainstorm up. I'm making zombies. Molten Collapse. Yeah, I'll Brainstorm. Put those there. And then use the Commandeer. Pitch these two. Oh, I was supposed to fetch. Is it failed somewhere? Yeah, it looks like a veil somewhere, and they're wondering how important their pithing needle is. Yep. Just target the pithing needle. Veil of Summer. Why didn't they Veil of Summer before? Joke's on you. I am not. I am not on One Ring. Surveil land. Do not want another land. Oh. No, I guess I am on One Ring. Okay. I think I'll try them. Nexus of Fate. Up to the stock. Draw a card. Attack for 4. And I'm pretty happy. I mean, obviously I have a mana card advantage, so I just have to make sure I don't, like, die. I think next turn when I do is I Swords the Deathrite Shaman, unless they block. If they block, then I'm super golden. But I just Yorion and reset this to Minskinbu. Unless if they block. Otherwise, I think I'm good just locking up Deathrite Shamans. Because they clearly want to unlock the Deathrite. Do I have any Brainstorms left? No. I am out of Brainstorms, so I am stuck with the One Ring, but that's fine. It's still like it can be a time walk. So, hit 4. Ooh, that's also a pretty good draw. So, yep. And we got there. 1-0 with the Beans. I'll be back for round 2. Welcome back to round 2 against El Pedero. I'm gonna be able to play first, and I'm playing Beans Control, and I cannot keep this hand. So, mulligan. Okay, I can keep this hand. I think Hedge Mage is gonna go. I want to hold up turn 1 Spell Pierce on the play against Unknown. And Brainstorm is right where I want. Is it? Yeah. I want to hold up turn 1 Spell Pierce. I'll pass. If I Spell Pierce, then I Spell Pierce. If not, I go get Rogran Triumph. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold a Brainstorm, which can pick my hand. Polluted Alta, Flooded Strand, pass. I'm just gonna go get my Triumph Mana base. Just have my mana. Mana is really important. That's a counter spell. That's a good draw. In turn. I don't know what my opponent's doing. They are not casting any spells. So... Brainstorm? They are still not casting spells. Which makes me think that they are going to be a show and tell deck. Temple Garden does stink in that it cannot cast double counterspell next turn, so I'm probably just gonna develop a bean. Oh, Teferi's really good too. I want to hold up Teferi plus counterspell, but yeah, I'm not gonna jam a Teferi. Take your life, just play a bean. Spark them into action. Island. Steam Vents. Counterspell. Is this Balloon? That would be one way to get me if this is actually Blue Moon. Oh, there's Grixis. So, I'm not afraid of show and tell, but they probably just have counterspell. Okay, just gotta pass. Hold up, mana drain plus spell pierce. This match is probably gonna go super long. This video might only be 2 games, depending on how long these games go. Yep. Ooh. That's really good against a Grixis deck. Brainstorm, you got it. I think it is Grixis Wizards. It's the only like Grixis deck right now. That's not Varus. Oh. They keep a card on top. Land. Go. I am now on the I want to draw lands every single turn phase of the game. Land drops are so good for me. Snapcaster Mage. Is this gonna get a Brainstorm? Yeah. Counterspell. Yep. Counterspell. So even if they counter back, then then their Snapcaster gets no value. Ooh, mana drain resolved. War Room revealed. Sure. I get 2 mana. I get a land. That's a nice 2/2. I end up playing a Teferi. Yeah, gonna Spell Pierce protect it.
Let's slow this.
I got a +1. I gotta play a ring.
Try this.
I'm gonna draw her. That's a pretty good turn for me. Unless they're a combo deck, but I swear this has got to be the Wizards deck. Okay. Children's Edict, so my Teferi's offline, but my Field of Dead is online. Cling to Dust. Okay. They have to beat Field of Dead. That's their challenge. Just get a Hollow Fountain and just have Feel Dead and an active one ring. Oh, okay. Bowmaster. Bowmaster is a way to beat an active one ring. I don't think Bowmasters beats 2 Feel Deads though. Yep. I do draw a card. But I am popping off with a row Feel Dead. Yeah. Snow cover basic. Flashback. They probably have a counter spell. They do not have a counter spell. Okay. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Feel Dead's really good against control decks. That's for certain. So, can they win? I don't know. I have lethal. So, yeah, that was an interesting. Yeah, they are on Grixis Wizards. It's an interesting lore word revealed. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. There are 16 damage worth of Field of the Dead zombies coming at you. My turn. Okay. Results. They are dead. They need 2 removal spells. Okay. So this is a good matchup, obviously. Grixis Wizards. Do I even sideboard? Do I even sideboard? Commandeer might not be the best card, but I don't want High Noon. I don't want Sunset Road. It's like Test of Talents. Eat one of their spells. Yeah, I guess Test of Talents is like okay. It's probably better than Commandeers, but there's a chance they're on Blood Moon in the sideboard. Yeah, there is a chance, but I just think I have a really good matchup here. His hand's a keep begrudgingly. It's not like a good keep. It's a bad keep, but it's a keep. I got rid of an Orcish Bowmaster. That's really good for me. Foreign Revealed. And Spell Pierce. Yeah, they're on Spell Pierce. Do I want them to spell pierce and up the beanstalk? No. I'm gonna try him. No. No, I want to try and protect my up the beanstalk. Swords. Pass. One for me. That is a land. Yeah, they're not unplugged. Shauna's Tidebinder. Sure. Get a beam down. I don't hit the land drop, but I do get a beam down. Which is still pretty good. Unlicensed Hearst. Okay. I think they're on a spell pierce. So let's just leyline binding. Draw a card. Spell pierce. That resolves. Forest. Okay, draw a card. Sure. Draw cards. Common. Ooh, I like common beer. Okay. Yep. I don't like Nexus of Fate. 1 mana. Oh, cancel. 1 mana. 2. A2. Exile that. What do they got? Nothing. Okay. I'm just a fairy. What do they got? Snapcaster Mage. Okay. That resolves. I am going to redirect them. Gain control of target spell. Pitch U2. Draw card. Yes.
Sorry, I'm late.
I want to draw. Yeah, I want a card. I think you can just snap that. Queens is fine. I am stuck on blue mana, unfortunately, but
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Rainstorm, so they're tapping kind of low. If they tap too low, I will get to resolve. No, undo. Actually, yeah. I'm just gonna cycle. Go get an island. I am going to take 2 here. Yeah. Spin turn. They fetch. I think I take their time. give up these cards. They still get a card. Yep, still get a card. Second mana drain. It's not where I want to be. Yeah, I might just be dead. Another, I can't keep another up to beanstalk. Draw Yorion, or if the mana drain, basically anything. Yeah. Oh, that was all. So that's really good. Now I'm gonna resolve a Yorion, basically. Yorion. Well, do they have multiple counter spells? No. Maybe they do. A more one. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I need to draw cards. And just snapped. Got nothing with the mana. There we go. Counterspell. Ooh, that's a good draw. Now we're both in top deck mode. Yep, no attacks. End turn. Oh. Yeah. Raggedy. And that's lethal. Oh. It was Miss Lethal. Oh, I found it. Yep, I'm dead. Guess I was supposed to keep that second beanstalk. Yeah, I'm still happy with where I'm at. I'm on the play. On the play for 3. What do we got? Play first. I have a removal spell, a mana drain, an arrow, and a card draw spell. It's hard to mulligan this type of hand. Definitely just going to play this. Ooh, Poco's good. If I can resolve it, obviously. End turn. Now resolve balls. Very crisis. Pass. I need to draw lands, so make sure I find my land drops. That's a land drop. I'm obviously not playing any of these spells into the clear counter spell mana, but I am not weak to a Tidebinder. What do I got? Ragavan. This looks like a spell pierce. X equals 1. Spell pierce. Okay. Do they have double spell pierce? That's the question. land. Yeah, I'm gonna make a weird play, but I get to guarantee an Oko. So, nice. Okay. So, it's a weird play, but I think it's the right play.
Trust me.
Yeah, they have a Ragman. They attack me, then my Oko just gets to go wild. That cannot kill Oko, so what are they doing with the 3 mana? No, they're exiling my food? Okay. Okay. That actually helps my dig through time. That is another Oko. So I'm just gonna pass. Turn. Counter the Bowmaster. This gives me mana next turn. What do they got? Yep. Yeah, this Ragavan's been a little annoying, but as long as it doesn't hit a Leyline binding, I'm pretty good. Beans is fine. I don't think they have any cards that trigger beans in their deck. Resolves. Resolves. So I do have mana. My turn. Yes.
I invite you to change your ways.
I'm just gonna draw the Yorion and pass. No attacks. I'm just gonna force a removal spell on the food if they want to attack with Ragavan. Toxins. Sure. I have a pretty good hand. Take a big time. What is that? Oh, they're just playing a Ragavan. Okay. Unlicensed Hearst. That is good against Burrow, which is fine. Belt. Yep, they wanted that belt. That's fine. Like to draw. Brainstorm's actually not a terrible draw. Yeah, that's why. So I'm gonna hide those 2 cards. They're not useful right now. That goes away. So this is gone. I'm gonna plus because I want to steal that. I'm not gonna get hit by another Ragavan. And now I have a counter spell up and a Yorion, so I think I'm in a very good spot. Plus Oko at 11 loyalty. That's just so hard for them to beat. Snapcaster. What are they Snapcasting? Thoughtseize? So they thought some Zorion, and then I get to take their license first? Yeah. And turn off their other Snapcasters. Oh. Actually. What happens when I play this? That last card of counterspell? It beats. So, this is definitely still the plan. You can have a food. Oh, I can't steal that. Never mind. Yeah.
Surely you see
No
the humor
attacks.
here.
They do have a hearse, which is kind of annoying, but... Okay. What is their last card? Well, they top deck really, really well. Like, the single best top deck. They draw. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard for me to beat. Huh. 32. What are they doing? Sure. No locks.
So hostile to the truth.
Huh. Brainstorm. Yep. I mean, I got some cards. He's doing help.
Your new look is enchanting.
There's no way I win the race. So, just want to keep my arrow up. Man, they drew a ton of cards. Yeah, I think a removal spell on my... Yep. It's so many cards. Trade. Yeah, this looks like counterspell backup for everything that they want to do. Like, this would be good if I could bounce the beans, obviously. +2. I just think they have a counterspell. Well, they have to have counterspells. This doesn't matter. Just force them to start using counter magic. Yep. No, more counterspells. Okay. Dragon. No. No.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet
That's
me.
probably the game.
Surely you must be famished.
They have to have they have to have Something. Kill that. They have to have multiple counter spells in their hand. Flame of Honor. Sure. +2. And I know they have a counter spell.
It's not poison. Trust me.
Yep. Man, we were both on top deck and they refilled their hand. That's what happens.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
Why are they attacking Oka?
So it's a game you're interested in.
Counter spell, that doesn't do anything. I don't think I have any outs. Because they're just gonna make this into an elf next turn. Yeah. Shana's Tidebinder. Do they have a counter spell? Or a way to draw their counter spell? Pointing to us to draw their counter spell, and I am dead on board. Yeah. That's just unfortunate. Alrighty, I'm back with the wrap up. I went 1-1. There were two really long matchups. I could have easily have gone 2-0. Yeah, my last opponent, they drew really, really well in the end of the game. So, yeah, I think this deck is probably pretty good. I don't really have any problems with what the deck does. It obviously takes a lot of cards and puts them into a giant pile. I'm maybe not sure about the sideboard, but I think the sideboard's okay. But I'm pretty happy with the main deck and where it is. Palantir played really well. Obviously, the threats played really well. I saw some powerful commandeers and beans, so I'm pretty happy with the deck. And thank you for watching. And please like and comment what you think of this being a Yorion deck. Alrighty, bye.